Investigate. Not to be confused with The Company nor the movie. Motormouth Mall step when they got down. Papa Bear Mobile and the Magnolia making a really good trip over here. Hey, Papa Bear around the Magnolia while you work in the Mobile. Sounding real good. Good afternoon time to you, sir. Hope all is well and swell around your stack of bricks.
That's what he is. Okay, Mr. Mobile, we thank you, man. I just happened to be up here on 28 in the Mobile, and I appreciate the shout out. Let me know my Mobile is talking. Motor Mouth Mall, Papa Bear. Papa Bear Mobile in Macomb, Mississippi, go.
Okay there. Well, I'll tell you what there, Papa Bear around Macomb, Mississippi. You got that mall down. I'm doing a test over here, so our audio is going to change up while we're talking just a little bit, but we're just doing some testing. Hey, Papa Bear, radio station Motormouth Mall, working this thing from time to time. Oh, that's lower. Hey, we're just experimenting over here to see what this thing does. Hey, Papa Bear, Motormouth Mall, looking around Mississippi. One fat what? At a time, I got down. Break. Sounded good out there on the Hillbillies Woods. I heard you, I did. You smoking coming up in here, ain't no doubt about that. Put some more audio up in there for you. I think I need just a little bit more audio up in there to get the job done to break.
Sound and show us, my friend.
Appreciate that. Yeah, it's, we're up against the rail on this thing. We're probably as loud as you can make it to break.
Amazing before. Yeah, I got an audio up just a little bit more than what I normally run in here, but I don't think I got to get too far there. I don't think I'm splatter or none of that there, right?
No, it sounds good. It sounds good and heavy and clean and bodacious. That's what it sounds like. It sounds bodacious to break.
Pop up, stay safe. You have a good night. With those 73s to you and your family there. And God bless and have the rest of the best of the weekend there. We'll catch you on the next school rail. 73s, my friend. Motormouth Mall. Hillbilly said that. Now we're gone.
Yeah, Billy, let me play this back one more time for you here. Let me just zoom in on that. And I want to catch this playback for you here. Check this out. Here it comes.
Pop up, stay safe. You have a good night. With those 73s to you and your family there. And God bless and have the rest of the weekend there. We'll catch you on the next school rail. 73s, my friend. Motormouth Mall. Hillbilly said that. Now we're gone.
Man, that is some bodacious, flat out bodacious audio. Hey, Hillbilly, I just want to let you know what that thing is doing over here. Sounds superb.
10-4. Motormouth Mall. Have a good, brother.
We're 10, you two take care. 73s, we'll catch you a little bit later on. Oh, Hillbilly, Motormouth Mall working this under modulated hammer. One fat watt at a time. I put in this processor, and it's kind of interesting. It's getting rid of some of the high frequency hiss, and doing a pretty good job of it. Normally it's a little bit more choppy, but this is actually working pretty good, not too shabby. Hillbilly radio station, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Dropping a hammer from time to time. I've turned this down here a little bit more, turned that up a little bit more. See what we get right about here. Hey, Hillbilly, Motormouth Mall. Seriously, that might be too much bass. That might be too much bass. Hey, Hillbilly, just a little bit too much bass up in there. But you never know. Motormouth Mall. Got down.
Got a little too much bass on at that time, Motormouth Mall. A little bit too much bass. It's sort of splatter there. Back your bass down a little bit. Otherwise than that, That's sounding good.
Okay. Let me see it. I see it. I can hear it. I'm just trying to get the right plug in. Hold on. Hello, check. 1, 2. Right there. That's a different kind of bass. It's a little bit different, a little flatter, a little bit better right there. Oh, gee, one more time. Billy. Yeah, we're still trying to get the bugs. I got another plug-in over here in the arsenal, and we're just playing games. We're just playing games with it to break.
You just said it's more like a real flat bass there. Almost the sound that he's splattering at the end of each sentence there. But it's not a choice there. Other than that, it's just like a flat bass there. It ain't what I'm used to hearing there out of the audio, right?
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, if I put this back to where it was, let me do that. I'm going to save this for the dummy load. But here, I'll put this back where it was. And then I'll come back over to here, bypass that right there. That'll be more like what you're used to.
Now that's the motor mouth mall I'm used to hearing there. That sounds choice. That sounds bodacious up here around the hillbilly land there. Ain't no doubt about it. You'll get it figured out. New toy, we got to play with them to make sure they work. And if they don't work, you know where they go.
Yep, absolutely. If I don't like it, it goes into a circular file on it. I never look at it, never took another look at it again. But I got to play with it. I got to put it in different places, use it to different degrees, and find out if it has the best use or no use in my application. So we'll see, but it was free, so I ain't going to complain about it, the break. But I ain't going to use it if it don't work right.
Yeah, we all know. That's what usually she says there. You know where to put it, know where to need it. Right?
Yeah, 10-4, exactly. All right, well, I'll tell you what, sure, good to hear that bodacious audio come roll up in here on my stack of bricks. I've heard several good sounding stations today, and yours is one of them. So not to say the others don't sound good, but I'm exceptional stations. Stations with a real big, bold, stand out, kind of in your face. Wow, look at this audio kind of sound, and you're up in there. Ain't no doubt about that. Oh, dear, one more time, Billy, well, you got that ball down. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen mall got down.
Oh man, you better turn that. It's too low a bass, man. You're splattered.
10-4 into splattering. It's a splatter box. What do you expect? Look at the signal. Look at that, man. 5 kilohertz on either side with a big old steep roll-off. And he calls it a splatter box. Yeah. Because he likes 2.5 kilohertz nose pinch nasally little audio. He's afraid to run real audio.
Over 20 on the splatter box, bigger.
Yeah, this particular splatter box is out here in Santa Maria, California. Santa Maria, California, that are break.
It's just big. Oh, yeah, I enjoy running my splatter box. I don't give a damn what he thinks. I don't like listening to his little nasally audio either.
I don't think anybody out there wants to listen to Hard Drive's nasally little audio. He sounds like he's running around with a mouthful of cotton and a clothespin on his nose. But everybody in the country knows what Hard Drive sounds like because he's out there trying to cram all this BS down their throat. He quotes, quote unquote, he says, educate people, pay attention, listen to me, I'm the boss. He ain't nothing but an arrogant idiot. Let me get my knees up with the breeze, Motormouth Mall stepping and got down. Hello, walkie-talkie, I hear you up there on Illinois, good to hear you up in the break.
Hello, check.
Ooh, I like that. Hello, check, 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 check audio. I hear you, I do.
He doesn't know how to have this right or that right, but you know, everything he does is right. I think it's quite hilarious.
Well, it's hilarious to a point. and then as he gets more and more demeaning and bashing and full of himself, it stops being so funny. But you know, I think he started down the path maybe the first week or two or month of his existence, actually thinking he was going to make a real positive difference, and then it all went downhill from there.
Yeah, I know you're right there. Yeah, I just came down here to the shack about 20 minutes ago, and I've been listening to him do his repeat broken record sayings for the day. So here, I think it's quite hilarious. I can understand from your standpoint there when you get your name involved and stuff like that. You know, it's a shame. But you know, the CB's got all sorts of them out there. You know, hard to stop anything like that. It just continues on. Walkie-talkie's waving.
Yeah, said for their walkie-talkie. Well, you know, the sad thing is, you know, there are people out there who are affected by that negatively, financially. You know, not myself. I don't care. I'm not a shop. I don't do work for people. So, you know, I provided a component, and whether that person chose to use the component one way or the other was entirely in their hands. And, you know, so, you know, that's what I did. That was my contribution. And I never told anyone how they had to run anything. I told them how I would suggest that they run things using a scope and being concerned about their bandwidth occupation and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's as far as I go. But, you know, I can't force people to do anything. And if they want to do something that they feel is better, that's on them. You know, so I'm not a shop. I didn't do any work for anybody. Now, there are shops out there like, you know, Derail and all the others that he bashes that make their living doing this. So if he wants to tarnish my name, you know, by making people think that my stuff is junk, splatterbox, snake oil, this, that, or the other, for one, they'd be listening to him without any proof. If they look at the signal, if they look at my SDR signal or anybody else's SDR receiver looking at my signal, they would see what my signal looks like in comparison to all the other stations that are indeed splattering that never get mentioned, because guess what? They're not big names. I don't want to say they're not big names. I don't want to say anything like that because I don't want anyone to think that I think that I'm bigger than anyone else. I'm not. But what I'm getting at is that I have a name that brings viewers to a YouTube video, apparently, and he's utilizing, without my permission, he's using my name to get people to watch his videos. Whether it's good, bad, or whatever, he'll use my name to get people to look at his videos. He doesn't really care much about whether they agree with him or not, except for that he knows that 3% out of all of the people that he reaches will ultimately, eventually spend money with him. It's why mail order works. All the BS and all the garbage out there and all the trick ads and all the stuff that don't really work, all those things that get sent out, about 3% of the people, 3% of the population that receive those actually respond to those. And if that income from that 3% is enough to pay your rent and your septic disposal and your hamburgers and your mess and your cigarettes and your camper space and maybe registration, then that 3% is all you need there, Break.
Well, you know, when somebody's sitting out here bashing everybody else, they're out to make a buck. The real technicians out there, they don't get on here and say shit, and some of them don't even talk on the radio because they let their work speak for itself. They ain't got to get out here and talk bad about everybody else. He's a hypocrite if you listen to the bullshit he says, because he sits there and says one thing, and then he turns around and he's bashing himself, and he don't even freaking realize it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely. You know, the people that cram their ideas and this is how you're going to do it. All the other people are garbage and this and that and whatever. The people that do what he does, you know, and try to baffle you with all the BS and all that kind of stuff are exactly the people you got to watch out for. And he's a hypocrite, you know, and a lot of the people that do that are. And like you say, the people that are kind of behind the scenes, or they don't boast too much about what they do or how bad somebody else is, are usually the people that know a little bit more about what they're doing, you know, and they're a little bit more, what's the word, discerning about who they help and share stuff with because of the nature of the hobby. So anyway, it's sad, but yeah, he's a big time hypocrite. But that's one of his issues. Anyway, but I'm not going to get into it too much more. But the one thing that everyone needs to understand is sales gimmickry, whether it be verbal or mail order or over the internet or over your phone or this or that or the other, all those advertisements, and a lot of them are false. You know, did you remember that magazine way back when? Boy's Life magazine, and in the back they had all the ads for little things like little miniature cameras and all kinds of cool stuff, you know, that when you're 11 years old and you're looking to the back of the magazine going, yeah, I want that, it's going to do this, it's going to do that, and the stuff that shows up, oh, a good case in point, wish.com. Jackie wanted a bag of clothespins, and that was a really good deal. I think it was 50 cents for a bag of clothespins, you know, and so she got the bag of clothespins, and when the clothespins showed up, they were 1 inch long. They were like little, I don't know, for like a dollhouse or something. Anyway, you couldn't use them. Anyway, so when you see an advertisement or hear an advertisement or hear a boast, very seldom is it actually really real or accurate. And two, it's usually a sales gimmick to get that 3% response, which ultimately is enough to just put that drop of gas in your gas tank, or that next little crystal in your pipe, meth pipe, or whatever the case is. You know, whatever he does. So it works for him. You know, and some people's sights are real low. They don't want to acquire a lot. They don't want to have a lot. They don't want to control a lot. They don't want to worry a lot. You know, so they want very little. They're simplistic people. And the problem is you got to work harder and be more unscrupulous to be a low life like that than to be an upstanding citizen. Anyway, hey, sorry to bore you with all that Motormouth ball stepping. I'll see you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you did. Motormouth Mall. Who you rousting up today? Hey, Motormouth Mall, who are you rousting up today, 454 wheeling? Shit, artist. I've always...
Hard drive.
They're going to just take on 10-4. That's all they're about, taking your money. Oh, wild child, set it now. Back out.
Yeah, it's all about taking your money. That's all it is. Taking your money, and then once he gets your money, you may or may not get a radio. If you do get a radio, it's going to sound and operate just like the radio did when it came out of the box, if even that good. But anyway, it'll come out, I'm going to say as good as it was when it was new, because he probably doesn't really do anything to it, you know. And so, and then he makes you sign a disclaimer saying that you're not going to look inside and divulge any of the high-tech secrets. I didn't know tuning per se required anything that you could see with the camera. Usually that's a matter of that golden screwdriver. But anyway, by all means, he doesn't want you to look inside, you know. And so if you get your radio, you're lucky. But if you get your radio, it's going to sound like a stock radio, just like it did when it came out of the box. So you're interested in performance, you're interested in anything that's really cool, that works right, maybe that drives an amplifier specifically how you want or anything like that, you ain't going to get it. That's just a heads up. Motormouth Mall cruising, I got down.
You ever notice that dude keys so quick that he cannot be talking to anybody?
No. He doesn't talk to anybody. He's answering his own questions and making spiels as if he's answering somebody else's question. And it took less time for him to key up between keys than it would take a person to ask the question that he's trying to answer, that he's not really answering.
That's no joke, because he'll key up and make a long spill, and 3 or 4 seconds later he keys back up and he's talking back to himself. Nobody's talking to him when he's doing that. He's just out there trying to take somebody's money.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, and then he finds my recordings, my YouTube video gates, and he plays them back on channel 38. He plays them back on 38 lower sideband. He plays them back on what you call channel 19. He plays them back on 28 if I'm on, wherever I'm not at the time. If I'm on the bowl, he'll play them back on 28. He's just God, he's got nothing better to do with his time. It's a shame. But anyway, one day he'll get a bad load of something. He puts in that pipe, and that'll be the end of him, break.
Yeah, maybe he'll get some of that real high potent shit coming across the border, and take too many puffs and be gone.
Somebody had to introduce him to fentanyl or something really bad, something that'll kill him, real fast.
I'll agree with that. That's what I'm talking about. That's some bad stuff. That's killing people, man. Missouri, there's so many deaths every day up here from that crap. He needs to toot him a little line of that and see what he can do then. They'll find him flopping around in the sand as he's dying.
Well, they don't need to rush too fast. Just let him go, and we'll be better off without him.
I really believe you'll have a circle of people standing around with their cell phones out, and they'll be streaming live.
I think you're right.
You tell them about that old 5 pedophile radio.
Hey, Martin, we can do with about 25% less of the people out.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to get into a list. He's the worst of the worst. There's bad out there, and there's instigators, and there's haters, but he's the worst of the worst. And most people, they'll have a problem with one particular person or whatever, because of an incident, something like that. And there's a lot of that stuff. But we're talking about someone who gets out there and he's damaging other people's livelihoods. And again, I reiterate, he's not damaging mine, but I don't appreciate what he's doing for the other folks. And I don't care what he does to me. I don't care what he does or says about me and how bad my style. I'll admit, nobody out there wants a radio like this. This is the worst example of a CB radio going right now, the break. Nobody wants this. And I'm not trying to sell this. I ain't trying to do it, man. I'm not trying to make my money doing this stuff. I sit down and I have a bit of fun here, a little bit of fun there, and I go back and I get work done. And so it's not my life, but it is fun. Anyway, but there are people out there who do make a living out of this. And they got families to support, not just dogs that they misname and disrespect, and not just a little motorcycle or a gas tank in a Jeep or something like that, or rented a motorhome. They got actual mortgages, families, food to put on the table, doctor bills, all kinds of things. And when he starts getting in the way of that kind of stuff, I draw the line.
That's how I mow them out. Yeah, it's just a sad situation. Some of these guys out here, it's like you got his type that's out here, and then you got the guys that sit out here. And I got really pissed off at one of my locals. I don't local talk with the hog yard much anymore, but there's a certain operator down there that was calling Lady 111 the hog yard whore, and I went the hell off on it. I mean, it really pissed me off. Come on, not run them off. And when a woman gets out there and talks, let her talk, for Pete's sake. I mean, don't follow around for channel trying to hammer. Don't tell it. Oh, yeah, tell Wild Child I said hello, Motor Mouth Mall 454-7. I don't give a damn who's...
Will do.
Man, I locked it down out here one night over that. I was pissed because him and one of his buddies come out first. I locked it down, and he come out the next night and tried to key up on me, and I just let him have it. I was like, no, you ain't going to talk. He couldn't get over me. It pissed him off, and he ain't coming back. He better stay back down on Channel 11, or wherever the hell he's hiding at. And I know they're down on Channel 1 at night talking all this smack about everybody. Man, you going to talk about people, don't do it on the freaking radio, because there's always somebody listening. I mean, if you're that stupid, I've got recordings of it. You know, people think they can get away. Well, I want to slide down here between channels or something. We're going to talk about so-and-so, and guess what? I got a radio to go anywhere. You can't hide. There's always somebody talking before on sideband. Next thing we know, we're getting text messages from Florida. They're hearing everything we say, but we weren't talking about nobody, but they can hear it. Just goes to...
Oh, come on, man. Don't he understand you don't care about that?
Yep, 10-4. Well, that's the way it is, that's for sure. But, anyhow, we'll just leave it at that for now, and I'm not going to keep going down the same thing, but, you know, until he gets back out there again, we'll just put the hammer on him again. But, yep, I agree. And, hey, 454, you're waving at Wild Child. Big old good afternoon wave to Wild Child from 454. And I'm going to sit back here and read the mail for just Scotia bit. I think I might have had it in a couple long keys, so I better let the antenna cool down to break.
How bad is
Hello on the west side, Spanker, Dr. Spanker in Georgia, looking bigger.
Dr. Spanker in Georgia, good to hear you up in there. While you're doing a good job out there. Good afternoon time to you, Dr. Spanker. Motor Mouth Mall Waving Break.
Hello, how you doing, my friend? Hey, I've been listening to your talk show from time to time. I just don't want it down. What a lot more. Hope you're enjoying a wonderful weekend. Spanker, Dr. Spanker with the
And you got down in fine style there, Dr. Spanker. Yeah, having a good day so far. It's all good. It's a very good remainder of the Sunday, and got a lot accomplished this morning. I got a little bit of radio time. Then I went out in the yard, got some yard work done, planted a bunch of potted plants in the ground. I had to dig holes and put them in the ground with potting soil and all that stuff. And so anyhow, we're going to have a nice little yard here real soon. In the back section, we never planted it, I still got to do some other work back there, but I took a break and figured I'd turn this radio on for a little bit and see what's cooking out there in the world of sound. Hello to you one more time. Hey, I hope you have a super day out there, Motor Mouth Mall. Dr. Spanker, Motor Mouth Mall, got down right there, breaker.
Dr. Baker sounds better.
I got her out there 308, man. I got a train wreck by Ricky Big Dog, we're standing by.
Big Dog, hello to you. I heard you all up in there too. Hey, 460, is that you over there around Odessa, Texas? A break.
Over 20 wrecking balls in there, Motor Mouth Mall, Freddy Krueger. Shame on the mess. I got a 2040 dB train wreck. 308, Ricochet.
A 20 or 40 dB train wreck, huh? Well, let me see if I can't fix that for you. Hey, Ricochet, let me swing this antenna back around there. I was looking in Texas. I thought I heard somebody in Texas roll up in there, but I could be wrong. But hello to you one more time. Hey, Ricochet, if you got a grip, Motor Mouth Mall Waving, I got down.
Hello to you, Motor Mouth. Wrecking Ball, Motor Mouth Mall, and Freddy Krueger one more time, all in my radio at the same time. Ricochet is waving right back.
Holy cow, you got a bunch of big hammers all up in there at once. Hey, Ricochet, you got a bunch of big hammers up in there all at the same time, jockeying for position, I guess. I'm going to roll up in there one more time with just a little bit more, if you need a little bit more, and we'll see what this does. Hello to you one more time. Ricochet, I ain't got no more. I'm all pumped up for this channel. I have to go to another channel to pump up a little bit more.
Man, that was a wreck. Hey, Wrecking Ball, hey, Motormouth, that was mostly y'all two, man. I'm going to flash it back if y'all can hear this train wreck, man. That was a 40 dB power up. Shame on the man. Hey, Motormouth, Wrecking Ball, 308, Freddy Krueger, listen up.
Wow, sounds like we need to get somebody up on top of the stack, because you got a mess up in your radio. Hey, Ricochet, Sally, you got a big whole mess up there on your radio. Hey, Ricochet, Motormouth Mall, I'll give you just a little bit more. I can't give you any more carrier, but I can give you a little bit more audio right there and see what that does up there on your neck of the woods. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. Hey, Ricochet, I don't usually do this, but I'll give you a little bit more to see what that does on your video gate. Hello, Jerry Watergate. Hello, dear Ricochet. Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down right there, break. Hello, Motormouth.
Right back at you, Motormouth. I got it all, man. I got it all, but man, it was still a little bit of trouble for you. Ain't no doubt about it. Ricochet,
All right, the Ricochet. Well, I guess I ain't going to bump it down like that too much more. And a 460, roll that thing back up in there one more time. Let me know if that was you for sure. I'm pretty sure based on the audio I heard it was you, but I didn't hear what you said, so I wasn't sure. I think it's you. I'll look down around the Bighorn.
Down, I'll see ya.
Take care. I heard Wrecking Ball in there that go around. Hey, Wrecking Ball, this is real rough, man. It's rough, but you was in there. Hello to you, Wrecking Ball. One more flashback at this mess. Listen up. Here it is.
Okay, hello, Wrecking Ball. Hey, Wrecking Ball, Wild Child, trying to squeeze it through. Enjoy your DX there, Wrecking Ball. Sounding good as always in Southeast Missouri. Your Wild Child just slow cruising and I'm gone.
Child legs.
Hello to you, 808. You got a grip on my lip. Ricochet, big old wave to you.
That's not 460 in Texas, but it is Texas. I'm just having a hard time getting my radio down there to Texas.
Be up in the northern end. Spanker with the sunny wave. Dr. Spanker got down. I'll see ya.
Dr. Spanker, you got my radio on lockdown, that's for sure. Hey, Dr. Spanker, you got this thing all jammed up, tore up from the floor up, that's for doggone sure. Oh, gee, Dr. Spanker, if you got a grip, Motormouth Mall cruising, they got down.
No say no thing. Hey, Motormouth, that's my neighbor. He up north and I'm down in South Georgia, man. He up closer to Atlanta. But let me sound real good. Man, he told you right. You brought that audio up and everything's on the top shelf. Motormouth, Dr. Spanker got down.
10-4, in for? I'm looking more toward you right now there, Dr. Spanker. Just ought to make a pretty good trip down there on your neck of the woods. I got the audio up. I got the carrier looking at you. I got the whole thing working right about now. So I'm going to try to walk through there one more time. Hey, Dr. Spanker, Motor Mouth Mall cruising this thing one fat watt at a time.
I'm going to try to ease up in there one time. I'm going to try to ease up in there one more time, break.
Oh, Mosquito Man, you rolled up in there and squeezed up in there one more time. Hey, Mosquito Man, you squeezed it up in there just one more time like you said you were going to do. Holy smokes.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, get in there from time to time, man. No doubt about it. Let me get my toes up in the breeze, because someone might cut my lips off. I'll see you.
And not too many of them up there are going to do that. I mean, there might be always one or two somewhere, maybe, but not too many that break.
Great. Yeah, man, I just got to be quick on the keys. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I just got to be quick on the keys.
Yep, that's what we got to do. Be real quick on the key from time to time. That's what we got to do, the break.
Nah, I just slow key it. Try to squeeze right in there, burger.
410 on slow key and then squeezing right up back in there.
Hey, 135. From the Carolinas there, 10-4. I guess I deserve that out there. Clip under their golden car in the Bahamas, radio station walkie-talkie waivers. Right there, 135, we saw the bus right there. Hey, 135, sounding good in my hood. Oh, Big John Stud, working this little old station out this trailer house. Snake Doctor, you make do that again. I about jumped out of my chair. You about blew my speaker out, and I about jumped out of my chair and spilled my coffee. Hey, Snake Doctor, give me a forewarning next time. 1973 in Montana. This line opened in Dixieland. 1933 in Montana. Off in the heart of Dixie, looking out west. Montana, Big John Stud. You know, still copy Tennessee. Okay, my friend, sounding real good as usual, class act. Snake Doctor, Dr. Spanker, got down in the river sound. Now see ya. It's been a pleasure. Good evening once again. I'm standing by here in the heart of Dixie. Damn, I'm on my ground, boy. Good evening, round Riverside. Boy, some 10-8 rascals in there, but I did hear your radio at Station Round Riverside, off in Dixie. Right back, over. Looking good on that low-level rascal. Weasel, tell the gang I said good evening and wished everybody well. Hey, Weasel out west, off in Dixie, back listening. Hey, right back there going, car, man. I appreciate you calling my name real quick, man. You're sounding real good coming out of the Bahamas today. Hope you're enjoying the weather down there, because I'm sure it is a lot warmer down there than it is up here in southern Illinois. Golden car, walkie-talkie, right back. Right back there, Golden Car. I got a little rough and tough on you that go around there, but still hear you in there. Quite a bit of traffic in there today. We're just sitting back in the shack, listening to all the DX. Hey, Golden Car. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday down there in the Bahamas, my friend. 73s. Walkie-talkie. Land on Lincoln, sitting back in the shack. Ain't shit today. 13
Freddy Krueger, Apple Shack with a big old wave.
Hurry up, at least I could hear you. Toward here, it works good too there, Whitey. Have a good rest of your Sunday there, Don Carr, walkie-talkie Wayman. We're gonna get on down.
Hey, boy, 757 around Tennessee. Break up, break up. Good afternoon around Denver, Colorado. 757 Tennessee, waving. Man, hey, you sounding good out here around Tennessee also. Hope you have a great day out there around Denver, Colorado. Once again, you're sounding good out here around Tennessee. 757 working this cover 2000 around Tennessee with the radio.
You got back in okay, I'm sure it did.
Good evening out there at 111 at the Alabama 308 wave.
Have a good day out there around Denver, Colorado. 757 Tennessee,
Getting on up, getting on down, getting on up, getting on down. I'll tell you what, some of y'all cotton pickers is getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. I bet y'all got some big old legs on you, man. Got some quads. I'm not talking about antennas. I'm talking about some big old tree trunks of legs, man. Y'all been getting on up, getting on up, getting on down, getting on down. Boy, I bet y'all got some great big old tree trunks on your legs. Bring it up.
That's Skip Lane 849, walkie-talkie, Linda Lincoln.
Hey, Buzzer, Skip pull out your radio. Hey, Buzzer.
Skip didn't fall out anyone's radio. Skip is right there. Ain't no doubt about that. I don't think Skip fell out. And, yeah, I don't think Skip fell too far away. Just kind of sitting back there lurking in the bushes is all.
434, what's wrong with you? Hey, your swoop. I just was curious. Cause my radio's on zero. Hey, Buzzer, I just scooped back on your ass, 410.
Just passing through.
Hello, long-distance operator. Hey, long-distance operator out there in the mag. Well, you passing through in 5 style. What's going on? Hey, long-distance operator, if you got any kind of a grip on my lip, motor mouth, mall waving brake. Holy cow, this old train out there in the Mobile, I got you up in there too. Hey, Soul Train, while you're working that thing is working for you, no doubt about that. You got them all down. Radio station, motor mouth, mall, trying to sneak up in there from time to time in the world of sound. Let's go.
Hey, motor mouth, mall,
Evening. 1, 2, 3, man. I was looking over there on the Magnolia. I had some big hammers on the Magnolia coming up in there, and then 1, 2, 3 out of Chicago come rolling up in there with that big old hammer, and dropping that devastating mall over here. That's for doggone sure. What's going on there? 123 Chicago Motor Mouth Mall cruising. They got down brake.
Put the speak and spoke on you? Like I said, I was doing a drive-by, man. I heard you in there. Thought I'd squeeze this kid me and try to break.
Yeah, I tell you, well, I appreciate you getting up in there and doing a drive-by. Hey, I do appreciate you rolling up in there with the drive-by, no doubt about that. Hey, 123 Chicago. I'm doing a test over here with this thing. Hey, what it's going to do here, I'm going to try something a little bit weird. Hey, 123 Chicago. Test. Nope, I don't like that. All right. Hey, 123. Hey, Danny. I was just doing a test. I don't like it. Motor Mouth Mall cruising. I got down right there, breaker. And AA show and go. I heard you roll up in there. I didn't hear all of Danny. 123. Still, I think he was slow rolling that thing. It didn't hit the foot pedal or something like that. And cause show and go rolled up in there. Hey, show and go. You rolled up in there in fine style. I don't know what happened to Danny, but I'll find out in a little bit. Hey, show and go. Motor Mouth Mall cruising. They got down brake.
Hey, what am I saying something to you? I don't know what happened to show and go. That kind of nigga disappeared too. Hello, Motor Mouth Mall. 460, read the mail.
You ain't at the workbench. I see you in hammer down mode. Hey, 460, you said show and go disappeared too. You doing a bunch of magic tricks. Hey, 460, Motor Mouth Mall, cruise and break.
All right, Motor Mouth Mall. Yeah, I'm on the workbench right now. I just wanted to wait and say hello and see how you was doing. Come on back and let me know how you doing. How's your day going? Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, 460 right now. Go ahead.
Let me tell you, I've been putting the hammer on a few ducks. I've been having fun out there talking to a bunch of good 10A stations. Been working in the yard a little bit today. Just a little bit of everything, man. I'll tell you what, I've been spreading myself kind of thin today. But no complaints. Everything's all good over here on this end. Hey, 460, glad to hear you smoking over here on my neck of the woods. It's like you've got my radio on total lockdown. While you say you are at the workbench, but you're dropping a mean mall from the workbench. That's for doggone sure. 460 Motor Mouth Mall. Pet your dog Rex for me. The Motor Mouth Mall stepping right there right now. I got down breaker, and I'm out.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Always a pleasure to put the smoke on you now. We'll put what you waiting on, Motor Mouth Mall.
Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, I was going to tell him you were there. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, I was going to tell him you were there. He was just stepping back to go work back in the workbench, and I didn't want to leave him hanging there too much. But, hey, Dangerous T-Bird, you said, what you waiting on, Motor Mouth Mall? You keyed up twice, and you wanted to key up on him. Hey, 460, a Dangerous T-Bird up in there with a hammer. He wanted to know what I was waiting on after he keyed up and got off that key, and I was waiting for you to unkey, but, I was just trying to be semi-conversational, but if I got to call a fight, I'll call a fight to break.
5 on the setting, please. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I just wanted to throw some cake and ice cream on 460. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I'm throwing cake and ice cream on 460. I'm going to bust the party up. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, bust the party up, 410.
Yeah, 410, you busting a party out. You throwing cake and ice cream on Dangerous T-Bird, but make sure he gets away from that workbench. Make sure he gets away from the project at hand before you start getting that all over the place, sir. Break.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, just tell him I say I'll throw some cake and ice cream on him, and tell him go back to work. back out.
Yeah, 410. I tell him to get back to the workbench. He just got through putting a bunch of cake and ice cream on him, and I don't think he's talking to me. I think he's talking to somebody else. But you got them all down. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, I thought 460, you know, I heard a couple stations out there, and 460 made one of them go away, and then you come up there, and what did they say? What comes around goes around, I guess. All I got out of that was Dangerous T-Bird got down. I didn't hear anything except for Dangerous T-Bird got down. Well, Dangerous T-Bird, you up in there that time? Let me play that back. Let me roll it back. Roll it, play it, whichever the case may be. I'm going to put this back out there one time and see if my ears were not hearing something properly. See, that's what I heard right there. That's how it went. So yeah, it was rough and tough. But that was the result. Radio station, Motormouth Mall, cruising this thing. It got down, Brady. I guess we might have to do a Motormouth Mall 3 Keys Constitutes QSO show, because that's 2 in a row. All we need is one more. Now, I've been told that that's got to be extended to 7 or 8 keys because 3 is too easy. But that was 2 keys in a row. The Dangerous T-Bird, Motormouth Mall says, can you do it again? A 460, that was you up under. You messed it all up. Now we got to start all over again. A 460. Now we got to start all over again. Okay, you got 2 more. We're going to do 3 keys. So 3 keys is pretty good, I think. But a 460, Dangerous T-Bird on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 460, 460, 460. Holy smokes, what a reversal. Look at that. What a comeback. Watch this. 460, 460, 460, 460, 460, and more 460. Hey, Motormouth Mall 460 is gone. I don't think there's any question as to what happened that time. All right, there's one for 460 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm going to do it again. 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 460, 460, 460, and more 460. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I did it again. I'm gone.
You sure did. Holy smokes, that's 2 in a row, and that's 2 in short succession, but in their entirety. Watch this. I'm going to do it again. 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 460, 460, 460, and more 460. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I did it again. I'm gone. Ooh, you did it again. One more key to go. Can you do it one more time on the count of 3? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
A key, Motormouth Mall. You tell 460 to sit down and keep her knocking down. Hey, Motormouth Mall, tell Mr. 460 to sit down for Mr. Dangerous T-Bird and knock him down. Motormouth Mall, let's go, let's go.
Now wait a second now. 460, I think we have a problem. I think Dangerous T-Bird is using tactics. I believe Dangerous T-Bird is using some special tactics. See, I don't think he got up in there with everything he had, the last two keys. I think he was letting you do all the work to get to number 3, and then he was going to ruin it. Because this is what happened that time around.
Key, Motor Mouth Mall, you tell 460
that's what I heard right there. So it's the ball is in your court. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, the ball is in your court. On the count of 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Tell 460, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, to sit down for a bucket down. Tell my friend 460, my special technician, to sit down, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, go knock him down. Motor Mouth Mall, I got down.
I think you're not going to get this month's free repair. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, I don't think you're going to get the free repair for this month. Not when you do your technician like that.
460, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, to sit down for a bucket down. Tell my friend 460, my special technician, to sit down, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, go knock him down. Motor Mouth Mall, I got down.
Okay, you gotta go one more time. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, do it one more time. Let's see what happens on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
And I wanted to hit a fight. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, but tell 460 to get off that radio and get back on the workbench. Motor Mouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, got down.
Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, you said tell 460 to get off that doggone radio and get back to the workbench. Hey, I believe that's what you said. Let me check that out and make sure it's right.
And I wanted to hit a fight. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, but tell 460 to get off that radio and get back on the workbench. Motor Mouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird, got down.
Right there, Dangerous T-Bird. While you won, the 3 keys constitutes a QSO, so it took a few back and forth tries to get back between you and 460 and back and forth, but you finally got the 3 in a row. That was a pretty good doggone fight, man. I'll tell you what, a whole lot of big old heavy hitters that can go out there against you two back and forth like that, key after key after key, and have their boxes not blow up and get up in the top end of the Richter scale and stay in there like that. Ain't no doubt about that. Good job, both of you, but you definitely won the 3 keys constitutes a QSO show. A good job. Dangerous T-Bird, Motor Mouth Mall, you West Coast under modulated beast, dropping a hammer from time to time, and they got all the way down.
Hey, Motor Mouth. Before he died, Motor Mouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird on this great big JB Stone is gone.
I tell you what, that big JB Stone is working for you. He was keyed down again with you, but you walked him out and then you held him out at the end. But during that whole thing, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was a watch this. Watch this. Let me show you what was going on there, because it was not so good. That you know, the other keys were back and forth, but then you did it this way.
Before he died, Motor Mouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird on this great big JB Stone is gone.
And that great big old JB Stone is working real well. He did a really super good job for you. And, man, I'll tell you what, you guys are smoking. Good stuff out here. That's for doggone sure. Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast under modulated beast. The host on the coast with the most got down right there break.
Watch me cut T-Bird radio out. Watch me cut his radio out. And Motor Mouth Mall, I told you to set out my radio, but you back in my radio, and T-Bird got to go. You tell T-Bird, I say get out of there and shut his mouth, and don't open his mouth until I give him permission. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, 460 is gone. Mr. Dangerous T-Bird. Leave on the key. Radio.
I was looking at my phone. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, and hang on a second. Let me do this one more time because I was busy trying to. Somebody out there was saying that somebody was splattering. The Motormouth Mall was splattering all the way up to channel 38, which of course is wrong. So I had to get up in there and put my 2 cents in. Anyway, that's it. Not splattering and not harmonics. Anyway, let me get my knees up in the breeze, and I will go ahead and get back into this fight. Sorry about that. All right, on the count of 3, we're going to do it one more time. I got the gate rolling. The YouTube thing is going, but I can't consult it, but the local gate is going now, too. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go!
Make sure them cotton bigger kids can make up. Hey, Motormouth Mall, make sure them 2 cotton bigger kids can make up. Hey, Motormouth Mall. Hey, Motormouth Mall, make sure them cotton bigger kids can make up. Make sure them boy kids can make up, Motormouth Mall. I'm bad telegraph.
You said to tell them to make sure they kiss and make up. Now, I think they're friends. So it's all good. But you said telling them to kiss and make up. I want to see who's going to come up in here and put another twist on the show. You going to do it to break?
America Most Wanted. America Most Wanted. Yeah, tell them 229, cause they think I leave until they kiss and make up. Hey, Motormouth Mall, make sure you tell both of them big old bluegill cotton picker to make sure they kiss and make up. 410.
410. Hey, 229. You ain't gonna leave until they kiss and make up. Hey, 229, you ain't gonna leave until they kiss and make up. That's what you said. Hey, 229, Motormouth Mall, cruising right there, right now. Break up.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird did not key now. You tell her 22-9, and Mr. Dangerous T-Bird say, sit down and clean my Mississippi up. Motormouth Mall, tell 22-9 to sit down and clean Mr. Dangerous T-Bird Mississippi up. 410. Mud runners hollering at you.
I can do it this way for you. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird. I don't know if he's still there, but I'll do it this way.
Motormouth Mall, Mr. Dangerous T-Bird did not key now. You tell her 22-9, and Mr. Dangerous T-Bird say, sit down and clean my Mississippi up. Motormouth Mall, tell 22-9 to sit down and clean Mr. Dangerous T-Bird Mississippi up. 410. Mud runners hollering at
That's what I heard right there.
I want to thank you. Hey, Motormouth Mall, don't pass me no more 5 from no mud runner. Motormouth Mall, I'm back to the ground.
10-4. Well, yeah, you 22-9. Let me play that back real fast. Check this out.
Thank you.
You said don't pass you no 5 from no mud runner. That's what you say, 22-9. You said don't pass a 5 from a mud runner. So I let you know, I let him know what you said. Motormouth Mall cruising, they got down.
Have a good day. Hey, Motormouth Mall, have a good day. I like to keep on big bluegill, beat up on each other. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I like to keep on 2 big bluegill, beat up on each other. Catch you later, Motormouth Mall. Them boys too bad for me. Hey, Motormouth Mall, 229, back to the ground. Bye-bye.
The 229, well, you all up and all by yourself right there. Hey, the 22-9, you got that mall down. Yeah, I tell you what, it's rough and tough out there. Some big heavy hitters, that's for sure. Man, I'm trying to multitask at the same time over here. Motormouth Mall cruising, they got down. 229, take care. Dangerous T-Bird, take care. Motormouth Mall, stepping. I'm back on the side.
Thank you. Good job. Motormouth Mall.
Radio. Them kind of conditions went down there in the Magnolia, the Razorback. 460 back out. Before this Big Dave made, I'm back in the weeds.
I heard a big Dave made up in there, too. I heard a great big old Dave made transmitter up in there, too. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. I'm going to shut up for a bit because I think Mother Nature might be dipping and dabbing and moving and grooving. You know how Mother Nature is from time to time? She's real promiscuous. I got down.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, 460, you lost Mother Nature with me. You're going to go 10-7. Yeah, I think Mother Nature's getting a little bit wiggly. Hey, 460, I think Mother Nature's getting a little bit wiggly over here, the break.
You're going to have to sit down and take notes. But don't you later, Motormouth Mall 460 is gone.
Yeah, 460, you say when Mother Nature comes back up around your neck of the woods, you're going to have to sit down and take notes. Hey, 460, you say when Mother Nature comes back around your neck of the woods, they're just going to have to all sit down and take notes. 460, Motormouth Mall, cruising, they got down, break.
Motormouth Mall, that's all. 229, they're watching, they don't got big amount. Hey, Motormouth Mall, they're 460, they're 229, they're watching, got big amount.
Hey, 229, you said tell 460 he's got to watch his mouth. Hey, 229, you said tell 460 he's got to watch his mouth. Now, did you say watch or wash?
Yeah, 229. T-Bird got down.
Dangerous T-Bird, you said to tell both of them, 229 and 460, to sit down before you knock them down. Now wait, Dangerous T-Bird, you roll up on top of the stack. Hey, are you at the top of the food chain? Hey, 460, I want to know if you're at the top of the food chain. Is there a bigger beast than it's not 460, sorry about that. That was doggone Dangerous T-Bird. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, is there a pterodactyl or something even bigger that's bigger than you to break, or are you on the top of the food chain?
I can talk on their condition, and they can't talk on mine. Hey, Motormouth Mall, play it back and repeat it. I can talk on their condition, but they can't talk on Mr. Dangerous T-Bird condition. Motormouth Mall, I got down.
Ooh, well, I'm going to say it. I'll tell you what, this is what you said. You said you can talk on their conditions, but they can't talk on yours. And I didn't make that up because this is, unless I got the voice-changing capabilities, I'm going to change my voice here. I'm going to say, I'm Dangerous T-Bird. And
I can talk on their condition, and they can't talk on mine. Hey, Motormouth Mall, play it back and repeat it. I can talk on their condition, but they can't talk on...
Did you hear how I did that? I changed my voice and I sounded almost like Dangerous T-Bird, and that's what he said to break.
You said what I said. That's all we're telling. Hey, Motormouth Mall, if I unkey it and key back again, you're going to hear both of them mud ducks hollering in the microphone. Hey, with Motormouth Mall, they can't talk on Mr. T-Bird condition, but I damn sure can talk on theirs. I got down.
10-4. Well, you said it twice in a row. You said they can't talk on your conditions, but you damn sure can talk on yours. Or the other way around. You can take on their conditions, but they damn sure can't talk on yours. Anyway, the dam was on one side or the other, and you smoking. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, you got that mauling down. Your West Coast undermodulated beast trying to roll this thing up in there, let you know you're all I got in my radio. I ain't seen a signal that big in my radio in quite a long time there, breaker. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're doing it, but I guarantee tell you you're doing it and the Watergate don't lie.
They're looking at the TV. It's like a TV. And I say it again.
Zero, you definitely got them all down. Hey, Dangerous T-Bird, it's all you. It's all you up on top of the stack. They cannot talk on your. You can talk on their conditions. They cannot talk on your conditions. It's all Dangerous T-Bird right there, right now. Ain't no doubt about that. You got that all down. You said they can all sit back and look at their CBs like TVs. Hello to you one more time. Dangerous T-Bird, radio station, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast under-modulated beast, dropping the hammer. And this time I had to start the Watergate because I didn't have it going. I was doing 3 things at once. Hey, I was multitasking. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. I got the gate rolling down.
It's working. Whatever you do, it's working, and you're broadcasting. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you're multitasking. Whatever you do, it's damn sure working. Tell him I say, good job, but please leave me the hell alone, because they can't talk on my condition. Motormouth Mall, I got down.
And this is the way that went down.
It's working. Whatever you do, it's working, and you're broadcasting. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you're multitasking. Whatever you do, it's damn sure working. Tell him I say, good job, but please leave me the hell alone, because they can't talk on my condition. Motormouth Mall, I got down.
And that's what I heard right there, a Dangerous T-Bird. That's what you said. That's how it went down on my radio. And that's what the Watergate heard. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast got down right there. Breaker.
Motormouth Mall, play it again and tell J.B. Stone, good job. Tell my technician, damn, good job. Motormouth Mall, I got down.
Yeah, Jeff, well, you said play it again, and this time tell your technician, good job.
Again and tell J.B. Stone, good job. Tell my technician, damn, good job. Motormouth Mall, I got down.
And there you go, right there. That's what I heard, and that's how it went down. J.B. Stone did a good job for you. That's without any kind of a doubt. And Dangerous T-Bird, you got that hammer down. Man, oh man, the Watergate don't lie. The YouTube video won't lie. We're looking at about, where are we here? We're looking at an hour and 12 minutes on the video gate, but you and J.B. Stone and the whole fight thing was probably for the last, 25 or 30 minutes? Something like that for quite a while. So the Watergate don't lie. You're all up in here. Motormouth Mall cruising right there. Right now I got down.
I want to thank you. You did a wonderful job. Appreciate it. Hey, Motormouth Mall, I want to thank you. I cleared and you smoke it. Hey, Motormouth Mall, you had no problem talking. It's a Dangerous T-Bird broadcasting station, officially 10-7.
Bartender Dangerous T-Bird, well, I appreciate that. You know what really blows my mind is that I'm able to referee a fight. I thought for sure some of the big hammers would drop a hammer on me and try to take over the position of referee. And they have to get their own shirt because my shirt's my shirt. But I'm surprised they didn't try to take over my position to break. Bye, 460. Take care while you're going 10-7. We'll catch you a little bit later on. Did you say to tell Dangerous T-Bird to give you a 21, I believe, and I heard 229 up in there too. Motormouth Mall, cruising. I got down right there, break. You said to tell 22-9 to get his hat and scat, or you're going to cut his head off and feed it to your dog. Hello to you one more time. 460 Motormouth Mall cruising break. 4060, take care. I'm going to go out, get out of here, go 10-7. Well, I'm going to go tool you around the band a little bit and see what's going on out there in the world of sound elsewhere. And we'll say 73s until another time, another way, on down the Heliax. 4060, 22.9, Dangerous T-Bird with that great big old dangerous hammer. Motormouth Mall working the small mall. The Ballpeen Mall on the west side got down right there. Breaker, breaker. I'll see ya. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.
It is 663 is rough and tough today out there. Hey, 663 is rough and tough out there, no doubt about it. 663, you take care of it.
Hey, Weasel, it ain't all locked up. It ain't all locked up, old wild child walking right on through.
All right, Bobcat, you're doing your God-given thing with that piece of fiberglass.
Sounding good as always there, Weasel. Sounding real good in southeast Missouri, old wild child, with the Sunday wave, and I'm gone.
Hey, Weasel, Weasel, Weasel. The mag on the junkyard station getting on down.
For sure. 1207
Hey, Dale Driver, I got to get out of here, but I want to say hello to you real fast before I roll this thing out. Hey, that junkyard station is walking and talking real good. Ain't no doubt about that. Hello to you, Dale Driver, if you got a grip. Motormouth Mall cruising, they got down, baby.
Weasel. No get back, no come back on Weasel. Eugene Johnson gone. Weasel. There's you two while your ears was plugged up. Weasel, Eugene Johnson back out. Well, while you're getting it down on the flat side 222, I'm gonna wave my hand and say good evening time, Mr. 222 Attitude Wild Child waving. We'll put the fire in the water, warming up the... Yeah, go back to the flat side. You're doing a lot better on the flat. Yeah, go back to the flat side.
How about a skip plan? Let's try this again. 676 in Oklahoma. Hey, Crosswire, I appreciate the flowers, my friend.
Oh, yeah, I got a copy on you. But I ain't on the low side right now because I've got a bigger guy target on my back, so I'm going to give him a little bit of this high side. Come on.
Crosswire down here.
Yeah, enjoy your wild cherry spray paint. Hammer, 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 hammer. One.